Hello everybody, name's Dave McDonough, aka Slaprock. That's my username for a lot of stuff now. It's my business username, by the way. I'm shooting this little video. Apologize for you looking up at me and I'm kind of looking down at you. I'm kind of doing this illegally. I'm driving home from my full-time job. Just went by the grocery store, got a few things, and got some dinner for the family. It's about 11 degrees outside where I'm at. I'm in central Illinois, and tomorrow's supposed to be even colder, so we're kind of gearing up for some cold weather. But anyway, I wanted to shoot this little video to basically describe how Slaprock came about. First of all, let you know the nickname is not my own creation. I work with some guys on the sewer crew for a municipality, and they nicknamed one of the guys Slaprock because he used to do everything and kind of break stuff, you know, not intentionally, but usually it happens. So one of the guys named Slaprock. I'm thinking, hey, that's kind of cool kind of name, so I took it and made it my own. So anyway, the reason why I'm shooting this video is to come about my little experience with working from home, trying to make some extra money from home, because I'm the only really full-time earner for my family. My wife stayed home after our second child, and she just now started a little part-time, not even part-time, kind of just made a little bit extra money here and there. So I'm pretty much the breadwinner of the family, and like everything else, I'd like to have some extra money to do some extra things, have some nicer stuff, go on some vacations. So I started looking online because I did the second job and that really didn't do too well. That was back when I have two kids. My son's now 12, my daughter's 8. Back when my daughter was only like 2 is when I worked my second job, and it came down to the point where she told her mom that she hated me because I wasn't around, because I was working so many jobs. For one summer, I'd get up and leave before they got up, and I'd come home well after they went to bed. So I didn't see my kids or talk to my family for days on end, and that really got to me. So I changed some things and did some more work at my full-time job, did some other things so I can quit doing that. So now I'm home more, but bills still persist, life still lived, and you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So my next logical step was go online. I tried a few things here and there. I've tried selling on eBay with that DS domination. Probably may or may not have heard of it. Did that for a little bit, but you know, it's too much paper pushing for me and stuff like that. I did network marketing, affiliate marketing for a while. Even before I got married, I was in a few, well, I grew up, my mom was a distributor for Amway since I was 10 years old. She still is. She still buys a product. She never sponsored anybody. She just wanted to use the product. Heck, I even use part of the products myself. The laundry soap I use because my daughter is super sensitive, so that's one that seems to be that she's not sensitive to. So I even use that stuff. So Amway is a good company, but not knocking them. But yeah, so I grew up with my mom and doing the network marketing, affiliate marketing, old school way, and like I said, she never pursued that as far as an income. She just had a few base customers and made a little bit of money, and then bought her stuff for the house. So as I grew up, I got into a company called Too Extreme. They sold supplements, which I could get behind, health supplements and bodybuilding supplements, because I lift weights as a hobby. I've been doing that since I was 14, so I could get behind that, and that's my really true taste on my own. I happened to have been unemployed at the time, living at home, you know, 21 years old, just got a girlfriend, you know. I'm thinking all these crazy thoughts of being a multi-millionaire by the time I hit 25. Spent a lot of money that I didn't have, and God holds his head up, got a merchant account, did all of that. Less than a year later, the company started going away from selling supplements to selling computers. So when that happened, a lot of people in my upline and downline just split. So left there holding the bag, and that wasn't a great taste. But I still had that knack. I wanted to own my own business, wanted to do something on my own to like create my own little space in the world. So probably a decade or two later, I found another company that I got behind. You might have heard it, Empower Network. They sell blogging sites. Now they're in a different blog. I worked at it for a little over a year. Not to say that the company's great. I mean, they're making a lot of money for a lot of people, but I wasn't one of them. I had a hard time converting people. I had a hard time bringing people in. Basically, my experiences taught me in order to make it big real quick, either you got to get into a company that takes off real quick and you just ride the wave and get a lot of people under you because you're new and you're the first ones to bring it out and know where to go, or you already have a pretty big following that's either started out in a different company that people followed you around, that people know, like, and trust you. So I apologize if you hear wind noise. That's why I'm talking a little louder, because I'm driving. And so it's one or the other. But if you're just somebody like me, didn't know much about it, just learning, trying to learn, trying to follow in the footsteps of these people making 5-6 figures a month, it was frustrating. They're telling you to buy all these programs, invest in this, invest in that, but if you don't have the money to invest in your advertising, you're not going to do so well. I mean, one guy did blogging, but he blogged for almost 10 years before he built his following that way. But my experience, a lot of other companies, there's these companies come out, they hit for a while, then they're gone. They're hit for a while, then they're gone. By the time you get to where you're going, you might work your ass off, and 2 years down the road, they're done. I mean, they made their money and they're off to the next thing. So it leaves a bad taste in your mouth and other people, so they don't want to join. I mean, everybody wants to make money, but they want the easiest way possible. So after about a year, a little over almost a year and a half, I got out of that. Still follow it, still use some of their techniques and stuff, or still looking into it kind of stuff. But they're still rocking and rolling. It's great. I love that people. I follow people that are high up in it. They're doing awesome, but it just wasn't for me. I can teach people what I know, but if I don't know it, how am I supposed to teach other people? They tell you to say, hey, look at this other guy in my upline, do what he does. But then they're like, well, I want to join him. Why am I even dealing with you? And then you have people who want to hold your hand, people who need constant reinforcement. Sorry about the darn sunlight. But that's the kind of thing. So I got pretty frustrated and stopped it, but I still needed to find something. So I got to looking. I know, what can I do by myself to everything's off my own efforts, and I don't have to rely on building a team or else, So I started poking around. That's when I found drop shipping domination, DSD. But like I said, I did it for a while, but that's finding products from Amazon, moving it over to eBay, trying to get all that done. I did it for a few months, then I just lost interest, and if I lose interest, I ain't gonna do it, So I kept going. Finally, I came across binary options. It's basically within the stock market. Now, I was in the stock market as an investment with one of my older jobs as part of retirement, and then it crashed back in the early 2000s, and I lost a bunch of money, and it kind of put a sour taste, and everybody was saying, oh, the stock market's not reliable, yada, yada, yada. But I've kept my eye on it here and there, kind of in the distance, and it's growing up. It has its ups and downs, but over the last 20 years that I've watched it, it's made steadily increase every year. So, and everybody trades, and all your big companies trade in the stock market, but I tried getting an account for a Scott trade, but it's paying $7 to get something. I tried this, I got some stock, followed this guy that said he could read the stock market and he knew what to doing. But what it is he sent out a thing, everybody bought it, it raised the price up because obviously everybody bought it, supply and demand kind of thing, and then boom, within the next couple of minutes they're all sold. Either you took your profit or you done lost it, and that's what happened to me. So I'm like, well, I don't necessarily want to do that, and I'm still thinking that the stock market, you need like a PhD in mathematics and economics in order to make it work. So I just kept on researching, and I came across binary options. Well, in layman's term, binary options is basically you have an asset, whether it be a currency pair, kind of a commodity, or an index, or a stock, and in a given amount of time, you just basically say which way the price is going to go from the price to where it is now, either up or down. and there's defined payouts, defined investment increments. You can almost say it is kind of a legalized kind of gambling, because you're basically betting on which way the price is going to rise, but you use indicators in the market to help you do the best guess. So the real way I found it was there was a guy marketing this trading platform that did it all for you. You put your money in, you let it go, and it wins trades for you. It was called Wealthy Trader. So I sat there and thought about it, and then finally I just said, what am I going to do? I'm either going to sit on the sideline or going to pull the trigger and do it. So I did it. I got my broker, funded the account, got all the verification, and let it go. And it didn't do too well, because it's a robot, and I don't know how it does. It runs some kind of program and picks the best guess, but got a hold of customer service, and they did their best. They said they reconfigure it and keep trying, and it won a couple ones, but basically it was losing more, it was winning. So I'm like, okay, not for me. But in my doing this, I started following people, and I went to YouTube and went in binary option strategies and tried to do it on my own, and I had a little bit of success, but not too much. But I'm like, I need to learn this. I mean, I need to do something, and this is basically what I've been looking for, because it's all on me, you know. And so I started following a few people on YouTube and started asking questions. Well, one of the guys I was following did a review of a signal service that operates at night. And this was perfect, because I couldn't do the trading during the day, because I found out there's two main trading sessions. There's a New York trading session, which is usually somewhere about 8 o'clock. Well, let's see. Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning till 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And there's what they call the Asian session, which is at night, which is what I do. That runs from, I get on at 7:30 and I'm done by 9 p.m. every night, Monday through Thursday, because of other reasons I'll explain probably later. So anyway, it's a paid service, so I got to pay money for it. But a little side note, this is also an affiliate, so that if you join through my link, I get part of the commission. So if I can get like 3 people to figure out this is something they want to do, 3 people, I'm making a little money, and plus mine's paid for, so it's kind of great. You know, but I didn't start that to do that. It's just kind of side money, you know, side benefit. But what it is what I like about this is I started with another broker, and I funded it, and I've been doing it for about, this is the 5th week, I believe. And you're never going to win every trade, and sometimes the market just tanks out on you, which you have no control over. Just like, case in point, last night we couldn't find a trade, because what this guy does is you do 300-second trades, which are 5 minutes. He also has a 1-minute trading chart up, but he doesn't call them out to people who have been in there longer, know what they're doing, can take 1-minute trades, and they do fairly well at it. I'm still learning that. I don't want to put any of my money in on the line. I've done a few and had some mixed reviews, so I'm trying to learn it really before I start putting my money into it. But anyway, he does an official 300-second calls, and they usually do 1 a night, which is not a lot, but then again, you might get 2, you might get 3, but mainly it's been about 1. And see, also with the signal service, he has 2 different sessions. He has a night session, which is the main fact of the whole thing, and then he does do a day session. So for people who can do both or one or the other, and like I said, I do the night. And there's chat boxes, and there's a lot of nice people in there that'll answer your questions if he don't get to it. But he teaches you how to trade, why he's looking for these official calls, and then when he does it, he walks you through. He tells you when he's hitting the button, so you can follow right along with it. And boom, within the first night, I'm making trades and winning them. And other than the initial money, I've made right around $130. I mean, it ain't a whole lot, but as my I'm leaving it all in my account, so as my account gets grower, I start putting more money on trades, because there's a bankroll management. He even lists that. There's a strategy he lists, and he spells it all out. And if you want more information, I mean, contact me. I'll get on Skype with you or something like that, and then we can actually go through. I'll show you it to you and stuff like that. And what I want to do is trying to reach out, trying to help him by growing his room so he makes more money. But he's been doing it for years. I don't know exactly how long, but this dude is putting $500, the max you can put on each trade. And then he's sometimes doing 2 trades at once, so he's putting $1,000. I've seen him, he's talked about doing a $1,500 trade, and they're winning, and you win, like, you get a return of 70%. And you're talking, if you put $100 down, you get $70 things. So you can see, and not too many trades, you got a pretty good bankroll going on in a few months. And my whole goal was to make enough money to pay for the service to begin with, and then start bankrolling this. And I've crunched some numbers, and approximately within another 3 months, if everything goes right, but there's going to be some ups and downs, but I should be making approximately $1,400 a month. Whether it gets there or whether not, stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. But right now, I'm bringing it's right around $44 profit a night. Last night we lost, so last night, but the night before I actually did the morning session because I was off work, so I did both, and I made $44 each session. You know, so, and then once I get comfortable with the 1-minute trades, there's more opportunities to make money there. So. But anyway, that's how I came about Slaprock. That's how Slaprock came about, and I like it. I want to learn it, so eventually I can show people, and I can do this on my own, and you can make a lot of money if you know what you're doing, if you use logic, if you there's indicators, there's methods, there's all this stuff, and like I said, this is a perfect way to learn and earn as you learn, which I'm always a big fan of that. So I'm trying to wrap this up because I'm trying to keep this under 20 minutes. So like I said, I'm going to upload this. It's going to be on YouTube, so subscribe to my channel. It's Slaprock 14, I believe, or just Slaprock. I know, hell, it's so new I don't even remember yet. Watch my other thing. I can do a little bit more, and I'll go more in depth about me or whatever in future videos. So I'll have the link to my signal service. And if you like it, go ahead, and you need to subscribe to it. You need to get your broker. They have a recommended broker, but it's no longer taking U.S. customers as of now because they're getting certified. They're out of Cyprus, I think is what he said. So there's some other ones. I'll do another video quick about some of the ones I have. Quick note on a broker: do never take a bonus when you open an account. You're going to have some kind of account manager contact you, say, hey, if you deposit this, we'll match it 100%, 150, 200. What they don't tell you, if you take that, you're locked in to where you have to trade like anywhere from 40 to 50 times the amount that they give you before you can withdraw your money, which is bad. Just put your money in, that way you can take your money out, you know, so you're not locked in, you know. That's how they get you. I got on one of mine, that's how they got me, and I'm locked in, and I don't know how long it's going to be before I get touch that money. Thankfully, there's not much in there. My bigger bulk is in the one I use for my signal service, so that I use. So, like I said, a little tidbit, I want to throw that out there before you start looking. There's a ton of different brokers out there. Some of the big ones is Big Option, G Options is what I use for my signal service. What they're using is called RB Options. Well, like I said, it's closed to the U.S. right now until they get verified. Boss Capital, I also have an account with them that's totally based in this country. They recommend that one now because you can't get access to the other one. There's some other big ones that he names out that I haven't heard of, but those are some ones that are big names that have been around and they're good. So like I said, this is it for this video. I just got home. I got some food in here, smelling pretty good. Got to get inside, and I got to get ready for my trading in a couple hours. So nothing else. I'll talk to you later. Like I said, subscribe, contact me. Got questions, I'll do my best to answer them in a timely manner. And who knows, we might see each other on the trading floor somewhere. So take it easy. Slaprock out.